Welcome back, everyone! I'm the MoeChicken, and this is more Doki Doki Panic. And as you can see, I made a mistake. I was trying to skip some levels to make it a little bit easier on myself, and I did not realize I could not select a new level after I warped. So we're not going to be using Imogen until the last stage. I'll make him the hero in the end. But in the meantime, we are going on to Chapter 5 with Lena. Yeah. Lena will take on Chapter 5-1, and we will see. Wait. Okay, here we are. Now, World 5 is another one that I'm very fond of. Not really because it was like, it had like Stage 4 syndrome, but, which, when I say it that way, it sounds like some sort of, oh gosh, some sort of awful disease, but, more just because in the path that me and my sisters always played, which was 1, 4, 5, 7, we would always come here. So this world is super familiar to me, and it's nostalgic. I know I've said that a lot during this series, but it is still true. It's nostalgic, so I'm enjoying it. I also always really thought this level was kind of cool, where you have to like jump on the fish as they go by. Just a really neat concept. Did I mess it up? Did I mess it up? No. Okay. So I could have actually gotten a spare coin if I had put this down up there, but whatever, I already got the extra life. This level is also one that I cannot imagine playing without using Princess/Lena here, because, yeah, trying to jump on those fish without the hover, not as easy as it should be. Especially that one right after I got the heart, where it, like, comes up, and you have to kind of time it. I don't know, I was not... Oh, okay, so here, this is a Gray Birdo. These guys only shoot fire, which means you always have to find something in the room that you can fight them with, which in this instance is a clown head. So I'm going to throw this clown head at him over and over again until he dies. And it'll be a good time for me and not him. Die! Okay, fantastic. So yeah, those things are going to become a lot more commonplace. I actually don't think we see any more of the, like, standard pink Birdo for the rest of the game. If I remember correctly, I don't think we see him anymore. So, that's pretty cool. You know, it's cool from the perspective of, like, it's neat that the challenge the challenge ramps up, because effectively Birdo is like a in-stage mini-boss, I guess. You know, that's primarily what you encounter at the end of a stage. So, yeah, it's neat that it kind of gets a little bit harder. You also have to be a lot more careful with the blocks, because, as you saw in that fight, he can jump on them. So, you know, you can go to be picking it up, and it'll just jump on top and shoot you with fire. Oh, this level. I like this level. I like this level a lot. I think it's really cool. I like these hoopsters going up and down. I like hitting them in sequence like that. It's fun, especially if you get all three. I just like this level. Oh gosh! There's also a part at the end that I'm really fond of, because... I did that wrong. I did that wrong. Oh, I did that wrong too. Okay, well, I just missed out on a heart. If I had bombed through the ground, there was a potion down there, and I could have used the potion, and a heart would show up down there, but I didn't do it. I failed entirely, and now the Porcupo brigade runs by. I will release this Ostro into the world. It will be allowed to live its life, and I will throw the, what was that, Shy Guy? Yeah, Shy Guy at the Hoopster, and then we'll ride the Hoopster by standing directly on its eyeballs, and it's a good time for me, and not for the Hoopster. So yeah. And yeah, I mean, I think in more recent times, like I mentioned this earlier, in recent times through this game, I will typically not use Princess just because I used her all the time when I was younger, so I'm kind of like, well, I've used Princess enough for my lifetime. I don't need to play with her anymore. It's fine. But she's still really good. That hovering, super helpful. Can't really do many shortcuts with her though. I know people love to do the shortcuts in games. So what I like is this part. The idea here is that I am standing like in what I guess is like a burned out volcano, maybe? I'm not really sure. but it's like a long tube, and there are spikes. You can see some of them. So as soon as I pick this up, I'm going to fall. And it's one of those things where you have to, like, dodge the spikes as you're falling down. This was probably my first introduction to this concept. Like, I mean, that's a sort of game hazard that shows up in a lot of games. But that was my first introduction to the concept, and I always liked it, so. Alright, now it's also the case that I always make this birdo eat a fish. So here we go. Wait, why did I just die from it? Okay, you can stand on the fish in this game, because I did in the last level. What the heck? Not that fish! Alright, well, I won't be feeding fish to this birdo because he's got his invincible fish buddy. That's weird. You can stand on that what are they called? Trouters, I think, something like that. In Mario 2. I don't know why you can't hear. Very strange. I'm getting a little disappointed though. I always like feeding this guy fish. It's a good time. Whoa! Well, at least I took out that other egg on my way down. And I've still got 46 lives. I tell you what, when you play the game through with each character, you kind of tend to get a lot of lives. Because you just keep going through, like, the bonus chance. Because, like, for each stage that there are a lot of coins in a row, you can get that same set of coins with each character. So, it's very convenient that way. Alright, fire, egg, and throw. Alright, avoid the mysterious invincible fish. And we're done for this level. Hello, Luchador. Goodbye, Luchador. So I wonder if this game has some sort of focus on, like, masks. Because you could argue that that's a mask. You know, we've seen the various masks in the dungeons and stuff like that, and, like, the heavy masks. Oh, well, before I go on, that up there, that is a warp zone. So if you can get on top of this terrain, you can warp to World 7. That is the easiest way to get to World 7. But we are not doing that because I want to go to the giant tree. Because the giant tree is definitely something that suffers from Stage 4 syndrome for me. Because I would never come here. I would never, like, if I was, you know, if I was playing this game, I would usually either have already gone to World 6, or I would warp in 5-3. So this cool, like, awesome giant tree level that I'm in right now. I mean, these are giant trees. It's so cool. Never came here. Never played it. These bob-ombs, these Robert Ombs. Yeah. Alright, I need to get up there. I think, no! I think right down there is a heart. I want that. Because there's going to be a boss in this stage, and it's kind of difficult if you're not used to it, and again, like I said, I never come here, so I don't really remember fighting it very well. But I am going to go into this giant tree, and it's going to be awesome. And I'm going to enter through the roots. And look at this little fellow. Like in Mario 2, it's like a mushroom on top, but here it just looks like a little person. Hello, little person. So if I remove that, it will start spitting out bombs, and I don't want to deal with that, so I'm just going to go on. I'm just going to move forward with confidence. Throw! And I'm going to throw this turnip. With confidence. My confidence was not rewarded. Neither time was my confidence rewarded. Throw! Alright, well, we're going to have to do this the hard way. It wasn't so hard. I did just fine. So yeah, look, I'm in the inside of a tree. That's neat. You know, it's just like, that's cool. I like that this is happening. That's cool. So it's worth coming to this level just for the variety. Just for the variety of being somewhere I don't often go. Ow. Oh no, I messed up. Messed up. Actually, no, I guess I didn't mess up. Never mind. It worked out. Everything's okay. I thought I was gonna have to deal with a lot of Shy Guys, but then I awesomely blocked them off and saved the day. So good. So good, my inadvertent talents. Then there's this Panzer. Just gonna let it go. Do its thing. Okay. I'm trying to I'm trying to remember if this was the first instance of like a wraparound level that I knew about. Like this is one of those things that showed up in a fair number of games, notably like Kid Icarus or Super Mario 3. But it's a neat concept, the idea that like you can orbit the room because it's like a cylinder. It's neat. I like it. I like cool video game concepts and ideas. They're neat. I'm going to throw the Sniffet off the cliff. Then I'm going to take this Pidgeot and throw it into the abyss. We're over a black sky. A very evil-looking sky. Oh, this part. I always hated this. Okay. Ugh. Actually, you know, looking at it again, I don't think I even had to get on this thing. I think I would have been fine without it. Like, I had it in my mind that you had to, die. You had to die. I had it in my mind that you had to, like, get both Pidgeots, but I actually think you can do it with just one, so we're gonna try that. Throw, throw, throw. And throw. Alright, let's go, Mr. Pidgeot. Or rather, I will go and you can fall into the abyss, Mr. Pidgeot. Alright, so I'm just gonna keep going. Just blow by this guy. And yeah, okay. I totally thought you had to ride the Pidgeot, but ride the Pidgeot sounds like some sort of strange new drug craze. Whoa, dude, did you ride the Pidgeot? I totally rode the Pidgeot at that party yesterday. It was awesome. I totally don't know any form of drug vernacular. Like, I was racking my brain for, like, okay, how can I make this sound more realistic by referencing some other drug something? I was like, oh, wait, I don't know anything about this. Never mind. Alright, so here comes the boss. It is... Wait for it. This is... new, I think. I don't think there was a wall here in the, in Mario 2. I do like these purple bricks. It kind of reminds me of, I haven't even talked about those yet. I always liked these bricks, because they're, like, shiny, and glossy, and... Wait a minute. Mouser? What are you doing here? Mouser? There's a third Mouser in this game? Oh, no. So, who I thought this was going to be was Clawgrip, or Clawglip, rather, which is a giant crab that throws rocks at you. I guess that was like a special edition thing? Added for the, Mario 2 version. Why as a special edition would they add a crab? Also, these spikes are kind of doing more damage than the mouse ever did to me. This is so weird. I was not expecting that at all. Okay, well, that's going to be it for Stage 5, I guess. Thought I was going to get to show off Clawglip, but I guess that's not in the cards tonight. So, in the next episode, we will be moving on to Stage 6, which I believe is another desert. So I hope you will come back and join me for that. I am the MoeChicken. This is Doki Doki Panic. Thanks for stopping by. And I failed again.